All right, Heritage. I'm going to show you the proper way inside Command to handle a terminated opportunity. So Miss Shannon Beasley has graciously allowed me to use her account as we actually have a file that needs this done. And so when we have a contract that is terminated, either on a listing or on a buyer, we're going to go in and we're going to do a couple steps to get this set up for a new round of documents. So we're in this file, we're going to go find the opportunity. So I've logged in as Shannon, go to our opportunities, and then I'm just going to find the opportunity, and it's this one here that has a terminated contract. Now, some of the work has already been done, so I'm in the opportunity. We're still needing to sell this opportunity, so we're not going to archive it. We're not going to mark it as a lost opportunity. This is something that we're still going to sell. It's actively being marketed. If we go and look at our documents, we can already see that the listing documents were approved. Well, those aren't going to change even with a new contract. It's our under contract documents, these that were put in and approved earlier, that have terminated. And if we scroll down a little bit, we can see that the termination and release of earnest money have been already uploaded in here and reviewed and approved. And the MCA department has already handled the accounting. There was a DA that was issued. It's being canceled. So the first step, which has already been done by Shannon, would be to go into the offers and commissions and request a termination. Since it is done, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to show you what it would be right here in this area. Over here would be the request termination. So the first step you do, you would upload the termination release. You'd go into your offer and commission, and you'd request termination. If you haven't already submitted the commission request for this, you would first go in, hit submit submit commission request, and then request termination. So assuming that's been done, we're going to go back to our documents tab right here. And again, we don't need to change the listed documents. The IBS listing agreement, all these are the same regardless of the offer. So all we want to do is go to the under contract folder right here. And again, we're starting with the ones that were terminated. But right up here, this where it says under contract with a little down arrow, if we click this, we get a drop down and we have the add version. So what we're basically going to do is in this opportunity say, I need to add a new version of contract documents. So we're going to say add version, and then you can call it whatever you want. Maybe you want to call it by a different buyer name, or you can just leave it under contract version 2. You can say, you can name this whatever you want. The main thing is it's going to be distinct from our first under contract name, which is always the starting. We're going to say create new version. And as you can see, my listed documents are all approved. In fact, if we go up here, there they all are. We go to our under contract, which is the version 2 documents right here. They're all blank. We have a whole new set ready for the next contract to come in. Would just be uploaded the same way as the others. And then we would, of course, once those are uploaded, go in to our offers and commissions, hit add new offer, and go through the process. And maybe we even call this one second contract, and hit create new offer, and off we go. So going back to those documents, you're like, well, what happened to my first set of documents? If you look under this drop-down menu right here, you can see the original under contract folder could be right here. You could actually go back and forth between the two so that we don't lose any single document in here, and we're not replacing the contracts, we're not overwriting any of them, we're just creating a whole new set of a blank area to put these in. So I hope that shows you how easy it is to create a new set of documents for a second contract. It's the same procedure whether it's a listed or for a buyer. If the buyer gets something under contract, that contract falls out, you don't have to go in and start the whole thing over again. You're still working with your buyer. You would just go in and create a second version of the contract on the new property. The one twist with the buyer is you'd want to go to your details and change the property address, because obviously the second offer will be on a different property. But that's it, and I hope that this helps bring a little clarity of how to handle canceled contracts.